mark. In fact, they are. They're standing on the hash mark right now. Far hash mark it's with the big C here at Carthage right in front of them as they do a contagion from either end to the middle. And let's turn those mics back up here if we pick up the band. The traditional high kick with the young ladies arm to arm. Now they go into squads, moving to the middle of the field, setting up in a triangle. You could say that's the golden triangle if you'd like.
Absolutely.
Nacogdoches band is standing in the end zone to the left of the press box. Drill team doing a great job as they now go in from the triangle. They go into squads, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. High kicks. Again, in that position where they get arm to arm. You don't realize that, but that certainly holds your balance when you're trying to do those high kicks. Now they're in one single company front at the near hash mark. Pretty fly. Nacogdoches drill team performing here at halftime at Bulldog Stadium. Okay, and then the splits as they end their performance.
And Miss High Kick this week is Courtney Wallace.
All righty, well. Now we've got the kick team out of the way, and it's time for the Nacogdoches Dragon Band to perform. Dragon Band is under the direction of?
Mr. Glenn Wells.
Mr. Wells has been there for several years now.
Yes, sir.
You may or may not know he came there only on a part-time basis while Mr. Haygood had retired, and he was going to just fill in for marching season. How many years ago could it be? And he's still there. Nacogdoches Dragon Band comes out from the left end zone. They come out in company fronts and they halt 5 yards apart and immediately go into a parade dress stance.
East Texas style precision marching. We proudly present the award-winning Nacogdoches High School Marching Band. The band is led onto the field by senior drum major Miss Megan Tooman.
Band is stretched from the 40-yard line to the goal line. Now from parade dress to attention, standing at a 45 angle facing the press box. And here's the fanfare. Again, the fanfare will be held to the fleet. Here in the stands, and for those that will be watching the band performance on Carthage Cable Channel 21 on Saturday morning, you're going to see the battle of the military marching bands here at Bulldog Stadium tonight. Circus King is the march. Forward march, they're moving left to right on your radio dial. Company fronts 5 yards apart. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 company fronts. And then with a signal of the drum major, they go into the diagonal lines. Now, but still moving left to right on your radio dial. Passing into view. Now the diagonal lines go back into the company fronts. Continue their moving now as they pass into view. Left to right, military counter march at the 20-yard line. Changing direction, still in the company fronts. I said 7 company fronts, there are only 6. Changing direction, moving right to left on your radio dial. in white shoes, black trousers, gold stripe on the trousers, West Point style white jacket, cross belt black. Shako is black with a white balloon, alternating to the rears now, and those are right to the rears, and they go into close order drill. Still in company fronts, but 2 steps apart. And from the middle of the band, they'll execute reverse Oklahoma turns, bringing the band into company fronts, moving from sideline to sideline rather than up and down the field. Full band flank as they come now into the sidelines. Now from the numbers and now to the sideline. Military counter march as they hit the near sideline. Changing direction now, going to the visitor stands. And I'm not real familiar with that particular trio. Do you have that one?
I do not know.
Full band halt at the middle field, and the twirlers will make their way from the left of the block. Nacogdoches band doing a good job here at halftime. Twirlers have made their way out to the numbers on the near sidelines here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 young ladies with a drum major makes 12.
And now we would like to present our NHS twirling line under the direction of Miss Mary Adams and under the field direction of senior and head twirler Miss Olivia Frederick. Watch now as these ladies perform a precision dance twirl routine to I Don't Care.
Little jazz, I Don't Care. Is that in the Bulldog band's repertoire?
It is not, at least not this year.
All right. Band standing at the near hash mark. In block, twirlers from the hash mark to the near sidelines. And for those of you who have twirled once or twice in your life, they're doing a two baton routine. Twirling uniform is basically black sequins trimmed in white, accented in gold. Sure is nice to hear that trumpet section putting air through the horns.
Absolutely.
Here's the two baton portion of the routine. You know, we see a lot of bands moving away from a dance twirl because it's so difficult to do.
Yes,
there are easier things to do than that, and these young ladies are doing a good job. Glad that the twirling line at the Battling Bulldog band continues to do the dance twirl as well. Battling Bulldog band, the Nacogdoches band, as they are finishing up on their jazz routine with the twirlers. Twirlers still stand at attention. Now they'll move back to their block. No, they don't. They'll come forward and they'll come straight out, and that might be the Nacogdoches band's halftime performance.
This concludes tonight's performance.
All righty, and a full band halt as they reach the near sidelines. And instruction by their band director. And that will be the completion of their drill. We await now the Battling Bulldog band. Let's take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with the Bulldog band's halftime here in just 60 seconds.
At First State Bank and Trust Company, we understand how important a dependable, independent bank is to growing families, farms, and businesses. That's the reason you'll find a level of respect and customer service here that is uncommon today. If that sounds like the kind of strong, can-do bank you're looking for, come let us show you more. A lot more. First State Bank and Trust Company, Carthage. deep in the heart of Panola County. Member FDIC.
Courtney Construction of Carthage knows the oil field and pipeline business. Courtney Construction provides equipment and labor for pipeline jobs, facility installations and repairs, compressor installations, pit closures and reclamations. Courtney Construction can provide the equipment, personnel, and resources required to install up to 24-inch pipe. Courtney Construction has the labor, the equipment, and the know-how. So call 903-694-2911. Courtney Construction, Highway 79 North in Carthage.
Welcome back to halftime at Bulldog Stadium. Bradley, what can we expect tonight?
Well, we started our contest drill this week. Started Monday morning. Set a new block, new positions, new turns for all of these kids. Going to be playing the same music, of course, but it's a little more difficult halftime drill, if you will. Still doing the two main marches there. War March of the Tartars and Kiefer Special, the top half just for tonight, and then we will be adding Chicago's World's Fair in the coming weeks.
Chicago World's Fair Centennial Celebration of 1933.
Absolutely.
All right, just want to throw that in. Band is across the way at the far sidelines. Here's the drum major's whistle, and they move forward.
Under the field direction of Senior Drum Major Daniel LeBlanc, Carthage Independent School District proudly presents
Drum major this year,
Daniel LeBlanc. He's a senior this year.
2012 Carthage High School Babylon Bulldog Band.
band comes to the midfield mark, and they bring out their twirlers and auxiliary. Got new flags this year, red and white flags, sunburst. Basic color is red with a white sunburst in it. The twirlers are going to be doing a hoop baton routine.
Yes, sir. Their new song for this week is CC Rider. Been performed by more people than you can count.
Well, let's see the Bulldog. Here, the Bulldog version.
Sophomore Kristen Leckie.
You'll read those lists?
Majorettes, Captain Kimberly Ferguson, Jessica Moore, Kristen Lidke, Brett May, Ashley Andrews, Emily Donald, Kelsey Hooker, Marissa Ingram, Allie Radcliffe, Mia Scott, and Kate Sherman. Our flags are Captain and Senior Catherine Cox, Khadijah Ewins, Krista Orbaugh, Alicia Roberts, who is our homecoming queen, Lilia DeJulian, Allison Gert, Cheryl Cheshire, Sonia Morales, Krishlyn Rockmore, Emily Ward, Laniqua Bowman, Cassidy Britton, Kristen Brooks, Sharmitria Brown, Alexis Hardy, and Kristen McMullen. And our auxiliary sponsor is Miss Leanne Sharp.
And if the homecoming queen is in the band, that gives the band bragging rights, doesn't it?
Well, of course.
Absolutely. All right, the twirlers and flags are working together tonight, and they're in three squads from the 40 to the 40-yard line. Get our fill mics up. And new uniforms to me, as the twirlers have silver, all silver uniforms trimmed in red. The flags are red sequin uniforms trimmed in silver. Have not seen these before. I'm really liking the colors as they match very well with the band uniforms. Let's go down and listen. And the twirlers and flags go in a pose position as they conclude their jazz number. And with a drum click, they'll go back into their marching position. And twirlers and flags are going to be playing their band instruments in the drill?
Absolutely. We wouldn't have it any other way.
All right. I anxiously await seeing this early portion of the marching contest drill. The marching contest is going to be what's the date on it?
October
the 22nd, maybe?
The 22nd is UI.